Motivation isn't something you wait for. It is something you create. In today's video, I will explain how to go from being stuck to being motivated by using neuroscience principles. Oftentimes, when we are not motivated and we feel a little bit lazy, it is because the task or the goal that we set is too big. When the task is too big, our brain gets overwhelmed and it sees the task as a threat. What happens when the brain sees something as a threat? It triggers the stress response. The chemicals that are released in the brain during the stress response will in turn inhibit prefrontal cortex. Prefrontal cortex is the part of the brain that is involved in making decisions. So basically, when we are stressed, the brain will inhibit prefrontal cortex and we will not be able to take good decisions. And that is why instead of working on that important project for your business or creating videos for YouTube, your brain will choose to scroll on social media, to procrastinate, to go out with friends, simply because the stress is messing up with your decision making and you cannot make a good decision. Here are some ways that you can reduce this anxiety and the stress response and become motivated to work. Number one is to chunk this big mountain of a task into smaller pieces. For example, if I say I'm going to batch record videos for 2 months. 2 months of videos is 25 videos. When I hear 25 videos, I freak out and I'm going to rather go on my phone because the stress is going to mess up my prefrontal cortex. Instead of saying I'm going to record 25 videos, I say I'm going to record 3 videos today because that's quite reasonable. I don't feel overwhelmed, I don't get blocked, and I can go and work. So chunk this big task into smaller, more achievable ones. Number 2 is to stack this stressful activity with something comforting. If you are doing a presentation for your work and you are stressed, maybe you can stack that with listening to some relaxing, comforting music, because this music will reduce the stress levels and you will be able to think more clearly. Or if you're doing some coding exercises and you are stressed, you can pair that with drinking your favorite comfort drink, whether it's tea, coffee, matcha. You want to stack the anxiety-inducing activity with something that is comforting you and that will reduce the anxiety. Number 3 are breathing techniques. One way to reduce the stress is to practice breathing. You can do this pattern 4, 7, 8. It means that you breathe in for 4 seconds, you hold in the breath for 7 seconds, and then you exhale for 8 seconds. There are different ways of doing this. There are different patterns. What's important is that you breathe in slow and deeply and that your exhale is longer than your inhale. Why does that work? This is very interesting. When we are stressed, we are getting ready for fight or flight. So we breathe in and breathe out very quickly and the breathing is very shallow. When you purposely breathe in deeply and you exhale slowly, you will give a signal to your brain in the other way around, okay, I'm not stressed, you can relax, and the brain will relax. So that is very interesting. You also want to subscribe to my channel because I give many more motivation tips on my channel as well, so subscribe. If you want to take this to the next level and rewire your brain for motivation, my coaching program does exactly that. To see whether you would be a good fit for the program, the first step is to schedule a free 30 minutes discovery call. You can schedule the discovery call by clicking on the link in the description of the video down below. To summarize this video, oftentimes we don't have motivation because the task that we want to do is too big and it triggers the stress response in our brain that is blocking us. You want to use different techniques that are going to make the task less overwhelming and that will also reduce the stress in your body. I really hope you enjoyed this video and thank you for watching.